these are mystery tomatoes. I need to go back in because I filmed all my tomato planting and see if in the background there's a plant or there's a pot with some baby tomatoes in it that I said what they were. So I have no clue at what these are. So I'm going to pot these on. I'm going to put mystery tomatoes on them, go back when I have a chance, look at my old footage and see if these possibly, I want to say these are probably, they're probably a cherry tomato. I think there might be the yellow pear because I did plant extras and I just didn't pot them on. So I'm hoping that's what these are. Okay, mystery tomatoes. So I am going to pot these on, and I let the soil dry out really good. So they should have some really serious roots here. So what I can do is I can kind of just shake these. I don't worry too much about disrupting the tomato roots because all these little hairs on a tomato, they will start new roots. Oh wow, just shaking these, it just smells like tomatoes in here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take and kind of tease the roots out and see if I can get these guys separated, which shouldn't be a problem. And tease the roots out just a little bit. I'm not really manhandling them too much because I want to try to keep as much roots as possible. But I'm just going to kind of break the roots in the dirt apart just a little bit. Kind of just shake it. It won't hurt these guys. But you can see, okay, you can see, I'm going to hold them by the leaves here, how much root ball is on these tomatoes. And so the easy thing to do is start with the outside tomato, and the soil is still really compacted. So I'm just going to kind of poke them just apart just a little bit, just to kind of break them just apart just a little bit. Now this one sounds like it wants to try to come apart, so I'm just going to hold on to the leaves. See, I'm holding on to the leaves, and I'm just kind of going to shake a little bit and see what comes off. Keep shaking. Keep shaking. Okay, so this is the roots of one tomato. So what I'm going to do is I have really tall pots here, and I'm going to go ahead. How many do I have in there? 4. Since I don't even know what kind of tomatoes these are, I'm going to go ahead and only put about 1 inch of soil. Well, it's probably a finger's width of soil in these pots. And then I'm going to stick all these roots. And you can see these are the seed leaves. Oops, these are the seed leaves right here. I'm going to put them level with the top of this pot. So what's going to happen is this tomato is going to grow roots on all these little furry pieces on this. And when I go ahead and either this one will go outside or it'll go in my greenhouse. I don't know what it is. I have to figure out what it is first. But that way, this is going to have a really, really strong root system on this tomato plant. So I am just taking this soil and pushing it down, and I'm going right up to the top of those seed leaves. Now what's in here is the palm of my hand, about 4 inches or so. 4 inches will be of nothing but roots, and you have about 2.5 inches of a really nice tomato plant. So now we're going to do the same thing, pick them all up, and we're going to go again by one that is closest to the edge, and we're going to pull just light, and it really is, you just kind of pulling. So this one doesn't quite have as much roots because that one was really big. This is still tiny. So again, but it's going to be buried the same way. Just about 1 inch of soil, pick it up by the leaves, pop it in here, and we're going to go right to the seed leaves again. And push your soil down a little bit so that it gives him a nice little firm foot. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next one, outside, we're just gonna just kind of pull just a little bit, shake a little bit, shake, 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 and there. Now we got another one that has really long roots. So, same situation, about 1 inch of soil in the bottom. Make sure you always touch the leaves, because a tomato plant can handle losing a couple of leaves. Now another trick is if your tomatoes get too leggy. Now these guys are fine because these guys were under the lights and I have really good LED lights, so they didn't get real leggy. But let's say these were double. Let's see if I can twist this around to see. I'm going to pull very carefully. Okay, so let's say these were really, really tall. I'm going to show you on a small pot. We're going to pretend let's pretend like this is a 3-inch pot and the tomato was 6 inches. When you put a little soil in the bottom, you can actually bend the tomato plant like this. See how I'm L-bending it in the pot? So what'll happen is the tomato will grow roots and then it'll straighten itself out if you get too leggy and especially if you had a really dark winter and you didn't have grow lights. So always remember that tomatoes are very forgiving plants, and if they get too leggy, get a pot and kind of be very careful again and bend them, and they will grow with no problem. They will get themselves situated right back up. You can also do that in ground too. If they're really leggy when you get them and they're ready to go outside, dig yourself a trench, lay them down, and just push them up just a little bit, but lay the whole root down and the whole stem up to the leaves. And what will happen is your tomato will get nice and thick, and it will sometimes shoot up some more branches right out of the long part. So, which is kind of cool too if you want a whole row of tomatoes.